up, good people? What's up, good people? Welcome to the stream. You see what's going on. That's what we're doing today. We're gonna be doing reverse flash. I'm gonna be using this. This sketch as my template to get my head sketch for reverse flash. Tell me where you're watching me from. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. And it's 80 degrees today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So with this sketch, our template shows our head shape. Okay, that's our head shape. And from the looks of it, so we have our main cross right here. That means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines there. That fourth line shows the mouth, the center of the mouth. This line here this one here is our main, and this is the eye, which should be here. Okay, so that's what we have for our template. I'm gonna take this down so it'll stay in one place for me. And we're gonna start our practice. So this is practice sketch. So first thing we're gonna start off with is this circle here, our main circle for our character. Okay. And it don't have to be a perfect circle because we're gonna be erasing some of this stuff. Yeah. Huh? I ain't even dressed. So next, this is the mouth line here. That's the mouth line, which this is number. This is number 4. I don't know if you can see that. It's number 4. Okay. So now let's go with. So this line here is number 1. Okay. Now the next line is going to be the eye line, or where the eye line is going to be placed. So we're going to put it about right here. And this line is going to be 1. Okay. So before I go to the next one, I want to make sure I put this V check in here at the end of this circle. 'Cause this V check right here is actually the nose, where the nose is going to start, okay? So our next line will be the bottom of the nose, which would be number 3. And I do this only because I want to make sure that I have everything in proportion, okay? So now I can put the ear here. Now what you're looking at, you don't see the ear here, but we're drawing everything underneath the mask to make sure you have everything in correct proportion. So that's the reason why I put that line. So now, um, for his nose, this is going to be line number 3. So now let's put in line 2, which should be somewhere around the earlobe. So that's number two. One, two, three, four. So now we gotta get five, which will be down here somewhere for the bottom of the chin. For the bottom of the chin. So the eye line and the mouth line, this drawing here is a little bit exaggerated because that's the front of the eye and his mouth is going all the way around his face. So some artists do that just to make the drawing pop, or just to make it make it. Uh, well, somebody's calling me. Let's see who this is. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're just the second time before he didn't tell me nothing. And I can't walk in purpose early. See if he gives your numbers. Apparently, he's got his ass on his shoulders because of the fact that the matter is he came in at 7:45 and I didn't come in until 7:45 and he didn't like my search for prior data. So I guess he can keep his hands on his shoulders and not say nothing to me at all. I was here for 15 minutes, but what do you do? I was here for 15 minutes and he didn't like give me not one number, not no update. That water holds all over the place. I guess he washed the mess and more cars fight. Don't know. The water holds all over the place. And so he think I'm out to get him just like y'all out to get him. Well, that's what kids do, man. So it's the second week in a row. So I came in, like I said, 15 minutes early to make sure he sat here, did his paperwork, did his count, did everything, and I was going to know if that shit is right. Just say nothing to me the whole time. Didn't say nothing to me the whole time. Nothing about the move in or nothing. About the move in or nothing. So after a while, I gotta go find out if he even took the time for the elevator because he didn't do that before. So whatever he put out of the driveway, now he parked at the end of the driveway. I guess he called his girlfriend to complain. No, no worries, man. It won't be long. All I got to say is he knew next week is going to be some furniture put around in this motherfucker place. Well, no worries, man. You don't have to worry about it. So, all right. I'll let Brian know. I guess I'm not being just like everybody else is, but you just don't seem to understand this whole thing that you was allowed to make. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get in trouble for you. Not at all. We got him covered. Don't worry about it. We gonna see what's up. All right, man. Okay. Looks like I have my hands full being a supervisor and kids. All right. So that's that. Now let's add some details. So we know here Now we're gonna get his mouth over here, and the eye line will be somewhere here. Okay. Okay. Now this is the back of the chin, the jawline. So we want to make that point drop here and go up to his ear. Okay. So now that I got that in there, I need to drop the jawline and go down the side of the jaw to the chin and up to. Now I'm gonna get his neck in here. Okay. So that's the blunt of the undersketch of him. So now I'm gonna put in some more red lines to try to get this joint to pop. I'm using this here to get my joint. Okay. So now with this line here, we can go with the back of the neck somewhat. But this would be his antenna, which him and Flash some reason uses. I don't know what they use it for. Okay. And then we're gonna go with his eye covering here. Just gonna put that in. Okay. Now we're gonna go over his nose, go his mask, bring it back up to his antenna, come around, drop it, go under his chin some kind of way. Of course, I'm not making him smile. He's not smiling. As Eric about Kim, nobody's smiling. Nobody's smiling. So now let's try to shape his head. Let's try to shape the reverse flash head. Now this practice drawing is something that I do before I make the real sketch and paint it. Okay, I gotta practice this a couple of times before I come down and make this a real sketch. So I'm going around that circle trying to shape his head. He's not a big guy. He's kind of thin, so somehow I gotta make this work. There you go. There you go. So that's working a little bit. That's working. Now to get in his this little design here, somehow his is a little bit different from Flash's. So we're gonna try to get just a little bit of a replica of it as much as possible. This is reverse Flash. Well, there he is. Real light. Now we have our finished practice drawing. Okay. So to let you see it more, we'll try to put in a few darker colors so you can see how I got to this point. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go with that circle, and I'm just gonna choose one of them scribbly lines that I scribbled over. As you see, I'm sort of a messy artist, so I'm always throwing lines everywhere. Okay. So this is just the pencil stage, really. And here at this stage, I'm pretty much trying to map out where I'm gonna go, which is final design. Okay, reverse flash seem like it is working out. So the nose at this point is always a battle for me. Always a battle. And sometimes even in this pencil stage, when I get to my inks, I will still change it at the inking stage. But right now, I'm gonna go with what we have. Okay. All right. There is reverse flash. Just finding a picture and using it as reference. All right. That is the practice of reverse flash. Okay. So now at this point, I can figure out how I want to paint them when I put them into my paint book. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for that. So I like all this being one color. Reverse flash. Okay. So what we will do at this point, figure out how we're going to color them. So I'll get me a piece of tracing paper like this and put a piece of tracing paper over it. Now he is yellow. And seeing that he's yellow, we can put some purple in him, some orange. We can put some purple in him, some orange. Try to make them pop a little bit. So I think I'm gonna get some color pink. I think I'm gonna break out my color pink. So when I color him and come in with my paint, I think I'm gonna leave a little rim right there. And here, we'll leave that off. And then some of this here, I'm gonna leave. Okay, we're gonna make some darker colors here. So I think when I color him, I'm doing something like that. Okay, I think this will be my color palette for reverse flag. So with the purple, this would be red, of course. Then I will put in a little purple. Throwing a little purple like that. Okay. So what we do, I don't think I will go over. Okay. All right. Let's get this info. Okay. So for the skin tone, oh, there we go. I think that'd be good for reverse flash. So now you see our sketch because it came from our underdrawing. I did how I want to paint it. How I want to paint it. A little splash of yellow, put some orange in there. For some reason, somehow, not reason, but some way I want to throw some purple in there somewhere. You know, I mean, throw some purple, smear some purple in there some kind of way. That's reverse flash, and that's my process on how to sketch them. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow, maybe later tonight, I'll put him in this book, like the way I did Spider Man. So that's Spider Man, but different layers and see how that looks. How the pinks, the yellows, the orange, and the red. So somehow I'm gonna try to get the brown, the yellow, and the orange to work with reverse flash. I'm gonna put him in here. For this was our practice piece. Our practice piece. Okay. Just revert flash. And you see, we use all our reference numbers here to get our drawing. That's how we practice. Okay. So now I'm ready to do the painting. I know how I'm going to lay it down. So I really want to try to stay with different kind of the brush itself will leave different kind of lines and stuff that I want to show. There we go. I think that's it for today. That's it for the practice drawing for our next painting. Okay. And see how we got there. Now you see how we got here. This is how we got here. Okay, just following our practice sketch here. Following our under sketch here, we was able to get our reverse flash drawing on our practice sheet. Then figure out how we gonna lay our colors. Then we go to paint it. Okay. So this here is we'll put on here. We'll put color path. That'll be our color path. And I think that's it. That's it for this drawing until we get our waters and all down and get our paints. Because we won't be using any red this time or the black. So maybe a little black here. Yeah. But you can check all these pictures out on my YouTube page and my Instagram. And if you're feeling real good about yourself and you want to follow me on my Patreon page, which is in my bio, and get all these behind the scenes looks and also some other sketches. If you hit that bit.ly link at the bottom there to take you to my store for my color prints, and rumble through there, you may find something that you would like. And inbox me at pencils2017 at yahoo.com, and we can just discuss how we can get those pictures in your hand. Okay? So that's reverse flash, people. Done off of this practice sketch using this reference. And this is a private sketchbook that I have. Everybody doesn't see this, but I'm gonna start using it live just to show how I get to the painting process when I get ready to do my characters. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm about to bounce up out of here. Peace.